cakes, Karen's potatoes, biscuits and gravy, soups, espresso, clam chowder. Everything is fresh and everything's delicious. Try us once, you'll come back again and again. That's Big Blue Cafe on the Arcata Plaza. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Middle third of the order for the PUF Caps. Connor Lohr retired them in order in the first inning. Zach Presno, who just threw out Jack Crowell trying to steal second base. Presno 1 for 5 in last night's ball game. Right-handed hitter, cleanup hitter for the PUF Caps. Connor Lohr comes to the plate and he hits a high pop-up, and that's going to be back behind us. Strike one. Presno will be followed by Brendan Beck and Drew Williams. The 0-1. High fly ball to right field. Backing up on it is Blakeman near the warning track, and he makes the catch for the out on the warning track. So Presno got under it.
Looked like the wind played with that one a little bit. Blakeman had to turn a few different times.
Yeah.
Looked like it just sort of just kept drifting out there.
Looking at the flag, it was surprising because it looks like the flag's blowing the other way.
Yeah, it does.
Here's Brendan Beck, right-handed hitting designated hitter, and the first pitch to him is taken low. 1 ball and no strikes. Beck 2 for 4 last night, and he drove in 1 of the 4 runs that the PUF Caps plated. The 1-0 pitch from Lohr fouled at the plate, a ball and a strike. One and one to Brendan Beck. Breaking ball
nice
taken
pitch
for a called strike 2. That was pretty. Painted the black on the outside corner to the right-handed hitting Beck. Beck serving as the DH tonight for the PUF Caps. Laura had a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Fouled off, jammed him with a fastball. Beck fought it off, so the count remains a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball, it's punched into right field. The first baseman goes back,
nice
and
play.
A leaping catch by Ryan Myers in shallow right field to take a base hit away from Brendan Beck. Nice play by Myers. Two down, and that'll bring up Drew Williams, left-handed hitting third baseman. The Williams are namesakes, but not related. Dante Williams in the on-deck area. Drew at the bat, left-handed hitter. And the first pitch to him is a fastball wide, 1-0. Drew did not play in last night's ball game, making his first appearance then of the series. Lohr's 1-0 pitch in there for a called strike. A ball and a strike. Lohr reads Murphy. Comes to the plate. Ground ball to the second baseman. Backhanded there by Crowell. Throw to first. And once again, the PUF Caps are down in order in the second inning. No runs, hits or errors, and at the end of an inning and a half, we're scoreless. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Myers, Aguirre, and Blakeman for the Crabs in the bottom of the second. No score.
You'll recall, Benjamin, that Myers was at the plate.
I will
in
recall
the last
that.
inning when
Crowell got thrown out.
Yeah, he was cut down trying to steal second base. It'll be Myers, Aguirre, and Blakeman, middle third of the Crabs order, facing the right-hander Gabriel Ponce. And the first pitch is grounded past the mound. Shortstop's got a tough play. Comes in's got it, throws to first base, and it's a wild throw. It gets by the first baseman. Myers is heading to second, and he's going to be in there, and the ball gets by, but he's not going to go any further than that. So that'll be a base hit, I believe, and an error. Maybe a
error all
single.
the way.
Error all the way? All right, two-base error then on the shortstop, Trey Cruz. Had that been Jeremiah Burks, Benjamin probably would have called it
right.
hit and an error.
If it Burks, I probably would have called it a hit and error.
Because Burks flies down the line, but you're right. They would have a good throw. They'd have had Myers.
Yeah.
So Ryan standing at second base. The Crabs a runner in scoring position with nobody out, and here is Alex Aguirre, who had one of the two Crabs hits in last night's ball game. High ground ball to leaping stab by the third baseman. His throw to first in time. A nice scoop over there by Selma on the low throw by Williams, but a nice play by Williams as he climbed the ladder on that high chopper, so no advance by Myers. One down, and that'll bring up Kyle Blakeman. Third baseman Williams in a step from the third base bag, trying to prevent against a bunt with Aguirre. I'd be surprised if Blakeman lays something down with one out here. First pitch is fouled back to the screen. Kyle's not thinking about bunting.
Blakeman comes in batting an even 300, 27 RBIs.
And as we mentioned, I think last night, Kyle leads the club in doubles. He has great gap power.
Yeah, he's tied with Burks now.
Here's the 0-1. Fastball high and outside, a ball and a strike. Myers standing at second base there as a result of a two-base error. One out in the bottom of the second of a scoreless ball game. Ponce turns and throws back to second, and sliding back in head first is Myers. Throw was a little high. Would have been close had the throw been down closer to the bag itself. 1-1 to Blakeman, and the pitch. Ground ball to the first baseman. He bobbles it, picks it up, throws to the pitcher covering for the out on the play. Myers moves to third. So first baseman to pitcher, two down. And Ponce completed the play as one is taught in spring training, and that is a ground ball to the right side. Pitcher hustling over to the bag. The ball was bobbled. The pitcher was there. The out was recorded. Two down now. Myers at third, and that'll bring up Kyler Murphy, left-handed hitting catcher. Kyler hitting .311 as we begin play tonight. The first pitch to him was fouled off to the left, strike one. Ponce trying to work around an inning opening two-base error. They're now two down, and Myers at third base. The pitch. Fastball misses outside. A ball and a strike. Ponce working from the windup with the runner at third. The 1-1. Murphy hits a fly ball to left field. The left fielder going back, turns around, reaches out, and makes the catch on the warning track.
He almost fell down.
A good effort on the part of Williams. That's Dante Williams in left field to deny Murphy and the Crabs in the second inning. No runs, no hits. There was an error and one left. And at the end of two, we're scoreless. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia, Eureka. Benjamin suggested that while the Crabs may have a plan for this ball game, the pitcher for the Puff Caps has something else. Benjamin, what were you talking about there? Finish eating your potato chips.
I was thinking that Ponzi may have a scheme.
Aha, very good.
Thank you very much.
Right.
I'm here every night, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and weekends.
Well, he definitely made off with that joke.
That's a good one.
Oh, all right. Dante Williams to lead it off in the top of the third for the Puff Caps. He'll be followed by Steven Rivas and Cody Stevenson. Dante Williams came in last night's ball game and went 0 for 2. Connor Lohr comes to the plate, and Williams takes the pitch low and away, 1-0. The 1-0 offering. Ooh, almost hits him, low bridges him. Williams gets out of the way, and now he's ahead on the count, 2-0. Burke's about even with the bag at third. The rest of the infield is deep. The 2-0 to Williams. That's in the dirt, 3 balls. And did that hit Murphy on the foot? I guess he's okay. Looked like it might have caught his foot. It was a low pitch. Bounced at the dirt just below, or just in front of his feet, I guess. So Lohr behind the count now, 3-0. The automatic just misses outside, so on 4 consecutive balls, Dante Williams becomes the first base runner of the ball game for the Puff Caps. That'll bring up another left-handed hitter, Steven Rivas. Did not play in last night's ball game. Takes a look down at his third base coach. Let's see if they've got a play on here. Myers holding Williams at first base. Burks edging closer to the plate at third. Lohr comes to the plate, and the pitch is taken for a called strike 1. Dante Williams had a pretty good lead at first base on that pitch. Let's see what's in store here. Lohr at the set. Comes to the plate. A high pop-up on the infield. It's in foul territory. Is there room to catch it? No, it's back in the crowd. No balls and 2 strikes to Steven Rivas. Oh, 2 the count to Rivas. The runner goes. The pitch is fouled off out of play. We'll do it again, 0-2. Our fans got to learn that the way to deal with a foul ball is not to close your eyes and duck your head.
Well,
the ball can still come and hit you on the head.
And I think they're just not clear because after that, I saw a bunch of them continue to look up at the sky as if another one might appear at any moment. So they don't seem to know the connection.
Long drive to right field. Center fielder and right fielder come over, and the right fielder, Blakeman, makes a running catch. An outstanding play by Kyle Blakeman. He went a long way from his position in right to right center field to take an extra base hit away from Steven Rebus. One down now, and that brings up Cody Stevenson, left-handed hitting second baseman.
He didn't play last night, did he?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so either.
Nope. Runner goes. The pitch is fouled off. Williams is getting a big jump. That's the second time he had the base stolen.
Yeah, I don't think Lore's paying that close attention to him.
Yeah, the ball was fouled off or put in play, but he has a huge jump. Lore at the set. He's not going this time, and there's a fly ball into left field. Backing up a couple of steps, moving under it, and making the catch is Jack McCarthy for the second out. So Stevenson, fly ball to medium depth left, 2 down, and we go to the top of the order and Tim Tawa. Tawa, 6 foot, 180 pounder, and a speedster. He will be heading to Stanford in the fall. Right-handed hitter facing the right-hander Lore. The pitch to Tawa is grounded to the shortstop on 2 hops. He's up with it. The throw to second just in time for the fielder's choice. That was
I wasn't
close
sure for a second.
So Tawa grounds into a fielder's choice, and that'll do it for the Puff Caps in the 3rd inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left, and at the end of 2.5, we're scoreless. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia, Eureka.
The scoop. Welcome back to the ballpark. Harper Motors, serving the North Coast for more than 100 years. Check out all the latest models, new and used, at the Carousel 2 miles north of Eureka, or you can visit them online at harpermotors.com. Harper Motors donates $50 to District 26 Little Leagues for every home run the Crabs hit this season.
Jack McCarthy to lead it off for the Crabs in the bottom of the 3rd. We're scoreless. Neither team has yet to get a base hit.
McCarthy batting .214 coming in.
Takes a pitch high. Fastball 1-0. McCarthy will be followed by Chase Fernland, and then the top of the order and Devin Lehman. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled off to the right out of play. A ball and a strike. Oh. One and one the count. Jack McCarthy leading off the Crabs' 3rd. That's in there for a called strike at the knees. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball foul past the first base coach. Detman lifted a leg but did not attempt to field that shot down the right field side of the field. 1-2 the count now to McCarthy. Ponce's 1-2. High pop up high behind us, out of play. We'll do it again, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Little foul ball down the first base line in foul territory, and the first baseman.
Oh, Larry Zerlang with a nice catch out there.
All right, Larry the Zerlang. All right. All-time most valuable board member for the Humboldt Crabs.
And a nice catch there.
Good catch. Oh, he's going to take some bows for that one. All right, 1-2 to McCarthy. Ponce's 1-2 pitch. Misses wide with a breaking ball, 2-2. The 2-2 offering. Hit foul again, off to the right and out of play. Two and 2 to Jack McCarthy. The pitch. Again fouled off to the right and out of play. So McCarthy doing battle with Gabriel Ponce. Making him work here in the top of the third, or the home half of the third. The 2-2 pitch. It's got him swinging. So the battle is eventually won by Gabriel Ponce. 1 down for the Crabs. That's the second strikeout for Ponce, and it'll bring up Chase Fernland. Fernland, right-handed hitting shortstop, comes in hitting .232. He's driven across 17 runs on the season. Chase hits a high pop up to the third baseman, fighting the sun, looking for it, and making the catch for the second out. So Fernland, first pitch swinging, pops to third. And we go to Devin Lehman. Lehman hit a sky-high pop-up to the shortstop Trey Cruz in the first inning. The pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. He is up with it. The throw to first. Quicker than you can say Jackie Robinson. The Crabs are down in the third inning. And at the end of 3, we've got no runs and no hits for either team. You're listening to Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480 Arcadia Eureka. At California State and Federal Employees Credit Union, we're all local, all Humboldt, all the time. We offer free checking with no balance or transaction requirements. Plus, we have low rates on loans to help with all your banking needs. Give us a call at 800-440-8662. Join today for free and start enjoying the many benefits of credit union membership. All right, 18 batters have come to the plate for the two sides, and nobody has yet gotten a base hit. Benjamin, are you going to change things in your 3 innings of work? We're going to have some hits?
Only if it's Crabs.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Here's this is Cruz to lead it off. And the first pitch from Cruz is a fastball down and away, 1-0. Cruz struck out in his first at bat. That's the only strikeout that Allure has. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. And there's a fastball that rides inside. It's 2-0 now to Cruz. Lore sets, gets the sign, and comes home. And misses down and away, 3-0. We'll walk the leadoff hitter last inning on 4 pitches. Ended up stranding him out at first base. Here's the 3-0 now to Cruz, and he walks him on 4 pitches. Second walk of the game issued by Lore. Here's Selma, another left-handed hitter. Right side of the ballpark is almost completely in shadow. Center field and the left side still in sun. A chilly night at the ballpark, even though it's been sunny all day. Here's the pitch to Selma, and it's a fastball, misses down and away, 1-0. Cruz with a modest lead over at first. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And it's right down the middle for a called strike. So on a ball and a strike now, the count to Selma, grounded back to the pitcher in his first at bat. One and one the count. And the pitch. Lashed foul up against the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Cruz takes his lead. Lore looks in for the sign. He sets and deals. Runner's going. The pitch is swung on and missed. The throw down the second is not going to get him. It goes into the runner. So it's a strikeout, stolen base. And with Cruz out at second and 1 out, here's Presno. Presno flied to center in his first at bat. Lore from the bout. Now he steps off. Here we go. And the pitch. Grounded back over the mound, out towards shortstop. Fernlund scoops it up and throws out the runner as the runner on second advances to third. So 2 away. Here's Beck. Brendan Beck tonight popped to first base. A nice play by Myers back in the second inning. So Cruz over at third, 2 away. No score, top of the 4th inning. Neither team has a hit. yet in the game. Here's the pitch, and he hits that one in the center field, and right there to get it is Aguirre, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. There was a runner left, and at the end of 3.5, we're still tied at 0. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. It'll be Crowell, Burks, and Myers for the Crabs in the bottom of the 4th inning against Gabriel Ponce. Probably just Ponce. That's probably how it's pronounced, I'm guessing. And here's the pitch. It's a fastball down and in to Crowell. Crowell hit by a pitch in his first appearance. Neither team has a hit. Neither team has a run. The Capitalists have committed an error. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And there's a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. So a ball and a strike now to Crowell. Crowell was caught stealing in the first inning. Here's the 1-1. And there's a slider that misses outside. 2 balls and a strike now to Crowell. And the pitch. Fouled up against the screen. 2-2 the count. On Pirate Night, I always wonder how many people are in costume and how many people just wear pirate hats all the time. 2-2 pitch. Foul tip. Did he get him? Yep. Crowell's gone on strikes. That's the 3rd strikeout of the night for Ponce. And here's Burks. Burke struck out in his first at-bat. And here's the pitch to Burks. And he watches a fastball go right over the heart of the plate. The 0-1. And there's a slider on the outside corner, and quickly he's ahead of Burks now, 0-2. Gabriel Ponce out on the mound for the PUF Capitalists. The 0-2 fastball, I guess is low. Close pitch. I don't know where it missed. But Burks will get to see another one as the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 fastball misses away. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's tapped up against the backstop. 3-2. Count remains 2-2. Two and 2 the count. Here comes the pitch. Fastball misses high, and now the count full to Burks. Three-two pitch. Ball 4. So Burks a good at bat. He was down 0-2 and ended up working out the walk. And Burks leads the Crabs in walks now. I think all by himself he has. Yeah, he and Myers were tied at 28. Now he has 29. So here is Myers, aboard on an error in his first at bat. Ended up being stranded at third. So Burks over at first, definitely a threat to steal. He has 13. Here's the pitch to Myers. It's a breaking pitch in there on the outside corner for a called strike. Burks has not been caught. Crowd tried to steal in the first and was out by quite a bit. Let's see how Burks does. Toss over there and he dives back safely. And the next pitch is a fastball that misses away. 1-1 the count. From the set, here's Ponce's next pitch. A big swing and a miss by Myers. 1-2 now the count. Now toss over first. Myers diving back safely again. Ponce back on the rubber. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Myers is gone. That's the fourth strikeout for Ponce. 2 away. Here's Alex Aguirre, grounded to third in his first at bat. Throw to first, and it gets away from the first baseman, and that'll allow Burks to go to second on a throwing error, and he's going to come around third now. Here's the throw, and Burks is in there. A two-base error by Ponce. All right, here we go. Aguirre steps up. And Ponce winds and deals. And it's a breaking pitch. It's in there on the inside corner at the belt for a called strike. The 0-1. Breaking pitch. Again, a belt high. Breaking pitch on the inside corner. It's 0-2 now to Aguirre. He's already struck out Crowell and Myers this inning. And so he's a pitch away from striking out the side and stranding Burks over at third. Light's beginning to come on now. Here's the 0-2. Rides high with a fastball. One and two pitch, misses away, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Burks takes his lead. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. He does. Strike out the side. No runs, no hits. There was an error and a runner left, and at the end of 4, still no score. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
All right, 24 batters have come to the plate. No one has had a hit yet. Here we go into the top of the fifth, Benjamin.
Yes, this is one of the Williams. Which one? This is
Drew
Williams to lead it off. Grounded to short in his first at bat. Left-handed hitter. Connor Lohr out for his fifth inning of work. He winds, and here comes the pitch. It's a fastball on the outside corner at the knees. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 fastball is grounded out to second base on a couple of hops. Rushing in on it is Crowell. Throw to first. Got him. Nice play. Here's Dante Williams. Walked in his first appearance. Lower high leg kick and deals, and it's fouled up against the backstop. Oh, and 1 the count. And the pitch. High tapper over the mound. Rushing in on it is Fernlin. He scoops. He's not going to be able to get a handle on it. That'll go as an infield hit. So that's the first hit of the game. Little infield. Ball hit hard on the ground. It leapt over the pitcher's mound. Fernlin tried to make a play on it, unable to do so. So Williams over at first now. Here's Rivas. Flied to right field in his first at bat. That was a nice play by Blakeman out there.
Yes,
that was a ball hit towards the gap. Blakeman a long run. So he's got Williams over at first. And a throw over there. He dives back safely.
I think that's the first time Connor Lohr's thrown to first base. I don't recall.
Right.
I don't recall.
From the set, and the fastball is hit on the ground on the right side and through for a base hit. On his way to third is Williams. Blakeman's throw is not going to be in time, so that'll put runners on the corners with 1 out. Back-to-back singles. And here's Cody Stevenson. Stevenson flied to left his first at bat. So the Capitalists now with a chance with the runners on first and third and only 1 out. Burke's in on the grass at third. The middle infielders are at double play depth. Here's the pitch. He bunts it out towards second base, and that's going to score the run as the yard is recorded at first. Nice play. And now the ball gets away as it's thrown to second, and that's going to allow the runner to go to third, and that was an error. That's an error on Myers, who threw back to second base and threw it into left field. So a nice play by Jack Crowell to barehand that bunt and throw out the batter. But the run comes in to make it 1-0, and then the error by Myers puts Rivas at third. 2 away. So here's Tawa. And the pitch. Slider misses outside, 1-0. So 1-0 now in favor of the Capitalists.
That was really an excellent play by Crowell.
Yeah, it was.
That could have easily
loaded the bases.
Yeah.
1-0 the count. It would have scored the run at least. I mean, it wouldn't have loaded the bases. But there's a fly ball to center field. Over to get it is Aguirre, and that'll end the inning. But the Capitalists break through with a run. On 2 hits, there was an error. And a runner left, and at the end of 4.5, 1-0 in favor of the Capitalists. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 5th inning, Crabs trailing 1-0 now. It'll be Blakeman, Murphy, and McCarthy against Gabriel Ponce. As twilight descends on the ballpark. One run, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Capitalists. No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Crabs. Ponce, high leg kick, and deals a slider grounded slowly out towards short. Backhanded by the shortstop. Throw to first is not in time. Infield hit for Blakeman. So leadoff batter aboard for the Crabs. And Blakeman has 11 stolen bases. That's second on the club. Here's Kyler Murphy. Fly to left in his first at bat. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Ponce. And there's a ground ball in the hole on the right side and through for a base hit. Blakeman will be held at second base as the throw from right field rocketed past the second baseman and backed up by the third baseman. That was quite a throw from Steven Rivas out there. So now the Crabs got something going in the bottom of the 5th. Back-to-back singles. Here's McCarthy. Struck out in his first at bat. I wouldn't be shocked to see him bunt. Third baseman's in on the grass. First baseman is, and now they're gonna, here comes the manager to call everyone out to the mound. Now this manager has a fairly brisk gait. The manager of the team that was here Tuesday night. Let's see, it was Tuesday night because Wednesday was the B-52. Right. Tuesday night. That guy took a good 5 minutes to walk out to the mound and back. He just sort of ambled out.
Well, there was so much action that night.
Yeah, right.
Walk. Now the home plate umpire, Jacques Bolton, going out to break up the little confab on the mound. Let's play ball.
Yeah, what could the conversation possibly be about?
Well, they certainly have their signal set.
Well, they're up to something, obviously.
Infield third baseman expecting a bunt, as is the first baseman. Middle infielders are back.
I'm sort of expecting a bunt, too, given how little contact the Crabs have had against Ponce. So here's McCarthy. And the pitch, he is showing bunt, and he takes the pitch outside. Blakeman at second, Murphy at first. Crabs trailing 1-0. Nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 the count. He squares again. He takes it outside. 2-0. From the set, here's the 2-0 pitch. And he does bunt that one down towards third. The third baseman will go to first. And so the sacrifice is successful. And now the Crabs have 2 runners in scoring position. So here's Fernlin. Popped to third in his first at bat. Blakeman at third, Murphy at second. Crabs can take the lead with a base hit. Right-hander beginning to warm now in the Capitalist bullpen. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch is in there for a called strike over the heart of the plate. Oh, and 1 the count. And the pitch to Fernlin. He grounds it slowly back to the pitcher. They're going to have a play at home. The throw to the plate is in time to get Blakeman. On the play, Murphy goes to third, but Fernlin at first on the fielder's choice, but a slow roller right back to the pitcher, and Blakeman not really even a close play at home. So we'll go back to the top of the order. Here's Devin Lehman with runners on the corners now and 1 out. 2 outs. Unfortunate play there. I was hit slowly back to the mound, and I don't know if it was a good idea for Blakeman to break from third. Here's the pitch. Grounded hard but foul past the first base coaching box. The pitcher had to play right in front of him, so it was an easy throw home to get him. Oh, and 1 the count. And now Ponce steps off. Murphy over at third, Fernlin at first. 0-1 the count to Lehman. He's 0 for 2. And he takes a breaking pitch in there, knee high on the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Crabs on the brink of squandering a golden opportunity here in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. We set up outside, and the pitch misses away. The guys in the Capitalist bullpen thought it was strike 3. They were celebrating over there.
That's long-distance umpiring.
Yeah, really. 1-2 the count. And it's fouled out of play. All right, we'll do it again. 1-2 to Lehman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, got him. Inning over. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left at the end of 5. Crabs trail 1-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Ultimate Yogurt. Try more than 10 ever-changing yogurt flavors with a ton. I wasn't on the air. Ultimate Yogurt.
No, you were, but it was for some reason. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Ultimate Yogurt. We'll do it again. Ultimate Yogurt. Try more than 10 ever-changing yogurt flavors with a ton of toppings that'll make your head spin. Ultimate Yogurt is locally owned and is a great place to bring your crabby kitties because they can make up their own cups exactly how they like them. Ultimate Yogurt has 2 locations, one in Eureka and one just about a block from the ballpark. Ultimate Yogurt, it's yummy. All right, top of the 6th inning. Crabs trailing 1-0, a pitcher's duel. And here's Benjamin.
All right, Cruz, Selman, Presno for the Capitalists. in the top of the 6th inning. Cruises 0 for 1 with a strikeout, walk. Lohr winds and comes home with a fastball high and outside. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Capitalists. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and it's a fastball down low, 2-0. Pitch. Grounder back up the middle. Fernlund grabs it, spins, and throws him out. Nice play by Chase Fernlund. Makes it look easy out there.
We have seen 3 really fine defensive plays tonight. One by Blakeman in right field. Or excuse me, one by Myers making a catch in short right field.
Yeah, and then Blakeman.
And
now that one.
And Fernlund.
Here's Selma, 0 for 2. And he takes a pitch outside. A ball and no strikes to count. And a pitch, fastball misses low. Two-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now the count. The 2-1. Lashed foul past the third base coaching box. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, got him. That's the second strikeout by Lohr. Third strikeout by Lohr. Here's Bresno, 0 for 2. Flied to right and grounded to short. And the windup and the pitch. Breaking pitch is in there at the knees for a called strike. Fairly small crowd tonight for a Saturday. Last night was a big crowd. Over 800. Tonight I bet we only have about 600 maybe at the most. Here's the 0-1. Breaking pitch is in the dirt. A ball and a strike to count.
I don't think we have any picnics going on tonight.
No picnic. And
but Pirates.
I would have thought Pirate Night would have really brought out the
yeah, right.
1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Down low, 2-1. The 2-1. Hit in left field down the line. That's going to drop. Rushing over to get it is McCarthy. On his way to second is Presno. Here comes the throw, and it's not in time. That'll be a double for Presno. First extra base hit of the game, and the third hit of the game for the Capitalists. And with 2 outs and Presno out at second, here's Beck, 0 for 2. Pop to third and line to center. Here's the pitch, and that hit him. Tried to dance out of the way, but was unable to do so.
Wasn't a fastball.
Now it was a breaking pitch.
Yeah, it was a breaking pitch.
Didn't really break. Yeah. So that puts runners on first and second now for Drew Williams. Williams has grounded to short and grounded to second so far tonight. Left-handed hitter. Capitalists looking for some insurance now, leading 1-0 in the top of the sixth. Here's the pitch. And he hits one in the left field. That's going to drop. They're going to wave the runner around third. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's going to be close, and he's a dead duck. Nice play by Jack McCarthy in left field to throw Presno out trying to score on the single. And they're going to, now the PUF Capitalist third base coach is in to argue, and I have no idea, and the manager is livid. I have no idea what they're arguing about. He was out by at least 2 feet. Yep. Yep. Greedy as always, the Capitalists. Can't get enough. That wasn't even close. I have no idea what what the argument is.
Well, it was interesting because the player on deck saw the play. He was right there, and he was pulling the manager away.
Yeah.
So he saw the out was made.
Yeah,
the manager was livid. I don't know.
He was livid, yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah.
Well.
Too late to go back to the studio. Let's keep it here, shall we, for this half of an inning? And we can thank Crestwood Behavioral Health Center. In Humboldt County, it's all about the community. If you're looking for a rewarding career, join our team and make a difference. Crestwood has been providing residential mental health programs at its Eureka campus since 1979. We have full-time and part-time positions available, LPTs, LVNs, assistants, and various staff positions. Visit us at 2370 Boone Street or find our ad in the annual CRABS program. That's Crestwood Behavioral Health Center. You know, when I was growing up, when you talk about going to a college, you talked about visiting their campus. And campus was a term that was used almost exclusively for institutions of higher learning, as I recall.
Yeah.
And then in recent years, it's been used for industrial purposes, the Google or the Microsoft campus. And here we're talking about a campus.
Yeah.
The term has expanded.
Crowell, Burks, and Myers to bat here in the bottom of the sixth inning, trailing 1-0. Crowell is 0 for 1, hit by a pitch and struck out. Breaking pitch, fastball. Breaking pitch misses high, 1-0. One and only count. Here's the pitch. There's a breaking pitch on the outside corner for a strike. So 1-1 now the count. The 1-1 fastball misses way outside, 2-1. The 2-1 misses away, 3-1. Right-hander warming in the Capitalist bullpen now, and a right-hander also warming in the Crabs bullpen. 3-1 the Crowell meanwhile. Burks on deck. And here comes the pitch. Check swing, and he taps it foul. Three-two pitch. Ball 4 in the dirt. Crowell's aboard. And here's Burks. 0 for 1 with a walk. And now here comes the manager out to the mound to have yet another conference. It's out there. Greed is good.
Gordon Gecko.
Greed is good.
And they're going to the pen.
All right.
So they're going to go to the pen at this point. How many pitches Liam had Ponce shown? How many?
77.
77 pitches. Well, okay.
So this is number 10 coming in. Let's see who's number 10.
Number 10 is Kyle Marino.
Kyle Marino.
Marino, a 6'1", 170-pounder going to the University of Nevada. Kyle Marino.
He'll face Burks with Crowell over at first. Right-hander Kyle Marino? Is that his name? Kyle Marino.
Kyle. Mm-hmm. Gee, Kyle. Who would think a baseball player would be named Kyle?
Yeah.
I think half our lineup is Kyle this summer. And they're all doing well. So right-hander coming in. He's got some fancy shoes, doesn't he?
Those are fancy shoes.
Kind of gold looking. Gold
they probably
shoes.
are gold. Capitalists.
Are they
probably they probably have gold, seats on the bus and everything too. I'm sure they.
Capitalists coming into the liberal community of Arcata. One of the finest heckles we ever heard here. I don't recall who the home plate umpire was, but pitcher threw a ball a bit outside, and the umpire called it a strike. And the heckler yelled, "That's a little bit liberal, ump." The next pitch was further outside, and the ump called that a strike. And the heckler yelled, "That's liberal even for Arcata," which means it was pretty wide. All right, new hurler on the mound.
All right, here we go. Here's Burks. Crowell over at first. Mr. Fancy Shoes on the mound. Crowell takes his lead. Marino looks over there. Now he sets and deals in the dirt all the way to the backstop. Crowell will go down to second on the wild pitch.
The Crabs have had runners in scoring position in every inning save the first.
Save the first. Well, in the third.
Yeah, first
they
and
went
third.
in order in third.
That's right.
Now 2 more pitchers going down to the bullpen to warm up for the Capitalists. 1-0 the count, and there's a fastball that misses high. 2-0 now to Burks. Here's the next pitch, fastball down and away. 3-0 to Burks.
Yeah, this is the scoreboard, and then this is the app where I do the scoring, and then all the fans can see the live stats on here, and then I compile the
3-0 pitch. Ball 4. So Burks is aboard. Back-to-back walks. 2 different pitchers. And here's Myers. Aboard on an error and struck out. Now the catcher out to the mound to have a word with Marino. All right, here we go. Myers will be the hitter.
Some longtime fans might say Myers is due.
Mm-hmm. Well, be an excellent time to tie that home run record. He's been hovering. He's been stopped at 8 for a while now.
And he has been handcuffed in this series by PUF Caps pitching.
Here we go. Crowell at second, Burks at first. Here's the pitch, and he takes a fastball away.
Marino can also bring it, can't he? They got some flamethrowers.
They got some guys that throw pretty hard, yeah. The 1-0 pitch. Way outside, 2-0.
He's yet to throw a strike, however. 6
That's
consecutive
right. Yep.
balls.
Including a wild pitch. Now here comes the manager again.
And the crowd is on him now.
Yeah. How many times is he going to come out here? Why don't you just take the ball and pitch? How about that?
That's
Oh,
it.
he's going to the pen again.
That's it.
Yikes. All right. You know, in the cutthroat world of capitalism, you really can't fail.
Cut your losses, baby.
You know, bada bing. Adios. Been fun.
So Marino comes in, throws 6 balls, and is removed.
But he's in the middle of strangely, in the middle of an at-bat.
Getting over the plate.
Well,
He didn't want to walk the bases loaded.
Wow. It's a cruel world.
So who's coming in? Do we have a number, a name on this gentleman? We're looking.
Trying to get his number.
All right.
23.
All right, number 23 would be Brendan Beck. So we saw, wait a second, he was in the lineup, wasn't he?
Yeah. That
That's
can't be back.
It can't be Beck.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it could.
Is he
He was a
DHing?
DH.
He was DH. Okay.
And
so
and
it's
he
gotta
is
be
shown
back.
he is
Okay.
shown as a player and a pitcher.
Okay, so it's back.
Now they can't use a DH.
So they don't have a DH now. Beck will go to DH,
Well, he is DH.
or I mean, he'll be the pitcher instead. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. Well,
So Beck will come in with a 2-ball count.
I don't hardly ever see that where he just comes out in the middle of an at bat and takes a guy out of a game like that after. I mean, normally
it
you
is-
have a little more patience than that.
It is rare, but again, you know, you got a 1-0 ball game, and the guy's thrown 6 consecutive balls, and you got 2. You know, the first
Well,
2 batters
yeah,
have
but
walked.
like I said, we've seen that. How many times have we seen that kind of thing? You know, and they usually let the guy at least face one more hitter.
Well, you
But
know,
as I said, that's how it works in
things
the
are different.
high finance world.
Yes.
You know. Yep.
I don't know if the pitcher had socks to match his shoes, but what would that be if he did? That would be Goldman socks.
Oh, wow.
Reaching a bit. All right, back to the ball game, and we got a new pitcher on the mound. He is taking a little walk behind the mound, adjusting his cap.
Yeah, he's probably terrified.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that.
Better not
All
throw
right,
a ball.
2-0 to the Crabs cleanup hitter Ryan Myers. You going to let him swing on this pitch?
If he likes it.
All right.
Yep. I'd let him swing.
Me too.
2-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball right down the middle for a called strike. It's 2-1.
He was taking, however.
Yeah, it looked as if he was taking all the way. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate. 2-2. Myers has been taking a lot of pitches lately. Really since Wednesday, I mean. Here comes Krusty. They're just in time. 2-2 the count. And he takes that one outside with a slider. 3-2. Krusty Krab entering the park and really could use some of that Krusty mojo now with runners on first and second. And 3-2 the count to Myers. Nobody out. Krabs trailing 1-0. The 3-2 popped high in the air and foul and out of play. Three balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Myers is gone for the second time tonight. Here's a gear. Myers has struck out 7 times now in the last 3 games. Here's a gear. 0 for 2. And he fouls that one out of play. Crowell out at second, Burks at first. 0-1 the count to a gear, and a breaking pitch is right over the heart of plate, taken for a strike. 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Fastball misses away. A ball and 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. Runners go. The pitch is swung on a miss. Throw down to third. And he is in there safely. Got under the tag. The throw beat him. But Crowell somehow got under the tag. Meanwhile, Gear strikes out for the second time tonight. And with 2 away, here's Blakeman. So runners on the corners now. Burke still over at first. A little surprised Burks didn't take off for second. But at any rate, here's Blakeman. 1 for 2. And the pitch. He fouls it out of play. He was reaching for that one. Just barely got a piece of it. 0-1 the count. Brooks goes. The pitch is foul up against the screen. Beck steps off. Quick review of the signs. $552 folks at the ballpark tonight. 0-2 pitch. Misses high. 1-2 now to Blakeman.
Whereas Moreno couldn't throw a strike, Beck has been pounding the zone.
Oh, yeah. 1-2 the count. And the next pitch is he reaches out and slaps it up against the backstop. Still 1-2 to Blakeman. Crowell over at third, Burks at first. From the bell, now a toss over to first, and Burks dives back safely. The 1-2 in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two outs. Beck gets the sign. Now he sets. And a 2-2 pitch. Grounder out to short. Should end the inning. He's got it. He tosses a second for the force. And the Crabs squander. back-to-back walks. In the 6th, no runs. There were no hits. There were no errors and 2 left. And at the end of 6, 1-0 in favor of the Capitalists. This is extremely frustrating. Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE.
And 21st Humboldt County Fair is right after crab season, starting August 23rd and going till Labor Day. Check out all the fun. There's live entertainment, exhibits, popular sheepdog trials, games for the kids, and all that yummy carnival food. Family friendly and super affordable. The fair is fun for all ages. The fair is located in the Victorian village of Ferndale. That's the 121st Humboldt County Fair, coming the 23rd of August. Top of the 7th inning. It'll be Dante Williams to lead it off against Connor Lohr. Lohr has pitched very well, but he's on the short end of a 1-0 count in the top of the 7th, and the first pitch is taken for a called strike 1. Dante Williams walked, got an infield single in the 5th inning, and came around to score the only run of the ball game on a sacrifice bunt. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. It was not a squeeze. It was not a suicide squeeze. It was not a safety squeeze. It was simply a bunt, and the runner at third saw he was going to easily be able to scamper home and did so. It was a great play by Crowell to get the batter on that play. But the run scored, and that's where we're at right now in the top of the 7th, 1-0 in favor of the PUF Caps. The 0-2 pitch to Williams. Fastball bounces in the dirt, 1-2. Pitchers have ruled in the first 2 games of this series. The Crabs got 2 hits last night. Through 6 innings today, they got 2 hits. Lohr's 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. 4th strikeout of the ball game for Connor. And that'll bring up Steven Rivas. Rivas has hit the ball hard twice. He lined out on a fine running catch by Kyle Blakeman in right field back in the 3rd inning, and then singled and got as far as third base in the 5th. That was the inning that the PUF Caps tallied their lone run, the lone run of the ball game. The first pitch is a fastball away, 1-0 to Rivas. Rivas, a left-handed hitter. The 1-0 pitch, Rivas hits a shot past second base and into right field for a base hit. Rivas, a big turn at first, and he holds there. A 1-out single for the PUF Caps here in the top of the 7th, and that'll bring up Cody Stevenson. And it was Stevenson's fine bunt that brought in Dante Williams. So he has the only run batted into the ball game. Left-handed hitter, Myers, holding Rivas on at first. Rivas has some speed. Lohr at the set. The pitch to Stevenson, he takes a pitch away, 1-0. One ball and no strikes to Cody Stevenson. 1 out here in the Puff Caps 7th inning, they got a runner on at first. The 1-0 pitch, outside corner at the belt, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1, no, instead he'll go to first base. Back standing is Rivas. Batter number 1, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out, 1-0 in favor of the Puff Caps. The 1-1 pitch, taken for a called strike 2. Inside corner at the belt, it's a 1-2 now. Crabs have a right-hander throwing in the bullpen. Lore is set. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball off his glove. It goes to the second baseman to short for 1. The relay to first. In time for the double play. So that's an unusual 1-4-6-3 double play. As the ball glanced off the pitcher's glove, Crowell got it, shuffled to Fernland, whose throw to first beat Stevenson by half a step. So, no runs, 1 hit, no errors in the 7th for the Puff Caps. Let's keep it, no, let's go back to the studio. That'll do it for the top of the 7th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. All right, it'll be the bottom third of the Crabs order to face the right-hander Brendan Beck, the third hurler employed by the Puff Caps in the ballgame. Beck came in with 2 men on and a 2-0 count to Ryan Myers, ended up striking out Myers and Aguirre and getting Blakeman to hit into a fielder's choice. Kyler Murphy to lead it off. Murphy with one of the great defensive plays of the day, a great throw to the plate to cut down a runner coming in to try and score the second run of the ball game for the Puff Caps. And Murphy was the one who caught the throw from Jack McCarthy. McCarthy on deck. The two of them, a great play to keep the lead at 1. That pitch is low and goes to the backstop. The count now a ball and a strike to Kyler Murphy. Kyler has one of the 2 Crabs hits on the evening. Fastball inside, 2-1 now to Kyler. Murphy, McCarthy, and Fernland in the Crabs' 7th inning. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to the first baseman. He'll bobble it, get it, throw to the pitcher covering for the out. So Murphy grounds out first base to pitcher, and that will bring up Jack McCarthy. As we mentioned, McCarthy, an outstanding throw to the plate to cut down a runner for the Puff Caps. In the 6th inning. Cut down Zach Presno trying to score. The pitch to McCarthy is a fastball low and away, 1-0. Jack also laid down a fine sacrifice bunt to put runners at second, third with only 1 out in the 5th, but the Crabs could not score. 1-0 pitch is hit down the line in right field. The right fielder coming over in foul territory, dives for it, and is unable to come up with it.
Not even close. Not even clear why he died. Why he slid out there.
So it's a ball and a strike to McCarthy.
Whoa, 4 Texas. Okay.
1 out here in the Crabs' 7th inning. The Crabs have had runners get to third base in 4 of the previous 6 innings, but have not gotten any of them home. Showing bunt and pulling back is McCarthy, and the count even at 1. The 2-1 pitch. McCarthy hits it foul out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 to Jack McCarthy. The pitch. It's got him swinging. Got him to chase one. It looked a bit outside. 2 down. That's the 3rd strikeout for Beck since coming into the ball game in the 6th inning. So he has struck out 3 of the 5 batters he has faced. And that'll bring up Chase Fernland. Fernland 0 for 2 on the evening. Last time up, he grounded back to the pitcher who threw Kyle Blakeman out trying to come into the plate. And the first pitch to Fernland is a called strike 1. Beck's next offering, same spot, same call, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Misses away with a fastball, 1-2. Beck's 1-2 offering. Tries to check his swing. Does he do so? Yes, he does. Fernland did not go around. The pitch was low, and the count even at 2. The 2-2. Got him swinging. High fastball. So Beck strikes out 2 in each of the 2 innings he's on the mound, and we're through 7. The score, the PUF Caps 1, and the Crabs nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia Eureka. We may have a new pitcher. Let's keep alive. We got a new pitcher. '24. Got some stats on Brush. All right. New pitcher on the mound for the Humboldt Crabs as we head into the top of the 8th inning. It'll be Anthony Najib Brush. Brush comes into the ball game. 31 innings pitch, an earned run average of 3.91. And a record of 1-2 on the year. Right-hander has been very effective in his last number of outings in relief. Throws hard. Tim Tawa at the plate, and the fastball rides high, 1-0. Tawa 0 for 3 thus far this evening. Right-handed hitting center fielder with speed. The 1-0 pitch waved at and missed. Fastball. It's 1-1. Tawa will be followed by Trey Cruz and Quinton Selma. The next pitch is fouled back on the screen as Tawa got jammed, and it's 1-2. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors for the PUF Caps. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. The 1-2 pitch to Tawa. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him. Tawa down on strikes. He is the 5th PUF Cap batter to go down on strikes this evening, and it'll bring up Trey Cruz. Cruz 0 for 2 officially. He also walked and stole a base. Left-handed hitter. The first pitch is a bit low, 1-0. Top of the order here for the PUF Caps in the 8th. When we go to the bottom of the 8th, it'll be the same for the Crabs. Starting with Devin Lehman. Here's the 1-0 pitch. High fly ball into center field. Moving under it is Aguirre, and he makes the catch for the second out. 2 away, and that will bring up Quinton Selma. Selma hadn't gotten the ball out of the infield yet tonight. He has twice struck out and grounded out pitcher to first. The left-handed hitter swings and fouls the first pitch back, 0-1. Two down in the PUF Caps' 8th inning. That pitch bounces off the glove of Kyler Murphy. The count even at 1. The 1-1 pitch. Big cut, and he comes up empty, 1-2.
He was very late on that fastball.
The 1-2 pitch. High pop-up foul out of play. I guess we could say that about a lot of batters who have faced Najib Brush lately.
Late on the fastball.
1-2 the count. Anthony comes to the plate, 1-2. Got him swinging. So Anthony Najib Brush retires the PUF Caps in order in the top of the 8th, and at the end of 7.5, it's still the PUF Caps 1 and the Crabs nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia Eureka. All right, Heading into the home half of the 8th, a defensive replacement for the PUF Caps. We got a new right fielder in, but we cannot yet make out his number. We'll get it to you when we can. All right, we do have a number. It's Steven. No, that's Rivas, so I guess that's the same guy. I thought the umpire was pointing to right field. Well, we'll have to check. Anyhow, Devin Lehman to lead it off. He'll be followed by Jack Crowell and Jeremiah Burks. So the top of the order for the Crabs, trying to get back into this one. They have been retired in order in 3 innings. The other 4 innings, they've had runners get as far as third base, but have not been able to plate anybody. First pitch is grounded right down to the first baseman. He boots it, and he's going to be safe. So an error on Selma. And Lehman aboard. Here's Jack Crowell. Lehman takes his lead at first. The pitch to Crowell. He shows bunt and takes a fastball outside, 1-0. I do believe it's a new first baseman. I don't think that's Selma at first base now. So that may have been the defensive.
That may have been what he was pointing to.
Yeah, I thought it was right field, but it may have been first base. All right, here's the throw to first base. All right, Nick Bruiser has gone in for Quentin Selma at first base. Thank you. Bruiser at first. The 1-0 pitch shows bunt and takes a called strike. Fastball on the outside corner. It's 1-1 now to Crowell. Presno with a gun behind the plate. Thought about throwing behind Lehman on that play and thought better of it. Back at the set. Crowell showing bunt. Takes a pitch outside, 2-1. Third baseman Williams is charging down the line. He's almost on top of Jack Crowell. 2-1 to count. Right-hander versus right-hander. The pitch. Crowell gets the bunt down in front of the plate. The only play is to first. And the sacrifice works. So Crowell executes a successful sacrifice bunt. Lehman in scoring position with a 3 and 4 hitters coming up for the Crabs. The tying run at second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and Jeremiah Burks at the bat. Burks has yet to put the ball in play tonight. He struck out in his first at bat, and since then he has twice walked. And now the catcher is going to go out and have a word with Brendan Beck. Middle infielders discussing among themselves who is going to try and sneak behind Lehman and keep him close to the bag or pick him off. Now the umpire coming out and breaking up that 2-man conference as the battery mates were conferring at the mound. Burks at the plate, Lehman at second base, 1 out, bottom of the 8th, Crabs trailing 1-0. Right-hander versus right-hander. Brendan Beck at the belt. A look to back to second. The pitch to Burks is taken outside for a ball, 1-0. One and 0 to Burks. Beck is set. The 1-0 pitch. Misses again outside, 2-0. As Benjamin noted, Jeremiah Burks, leader in walks on the team, has got a very good eye. The 2-0 from Beck. Misses again outside, 3 balls and no strikes. Now, worst thing can happen from the PUF Caps standpoint to walk Burks, set up the double play, and Myers has not had any success in the series. 3-0 to Jeremiah Burks. The pitch. He was taking all the way, and it was right down the heart of the plate, 3-1. Infield back all the way around. Lehman takes his lead at second. Does not have a big lead. Cody Stevenson, the second baseman, pinching toward the bag. The 3-1. Ground ball fair to the third baseman. He looks the runner back and throws across the diamond to get the Speedy Burks 2 down. There's a high chopper that Drew Williams picked up, looked at Lehman at second base to make sure he wasn't thinking of doing anything, and threw a strike across the diamond. They're now 2 down, and it'll be up to Ryan Myers. No, we got a pinch hitter. It'll be Kyle Callahan to pinch hit for Myers. So Guyver choosing to go with the left-handed hitter to face the right-hander Beck. So Callahan here in the 8th inning. The tying run sitting at second base. There are 2 gone. Callahan coming up. Kyle, the second leading RBI man on the team. Would sure like to pick up one more here. The first pitch to him is a fastball that rides high, 1-0.
Comes in batting .330. .526 slugging percentage.
1-0 to Callahan. Lehman leads from second. The pitch. Callahan fouls it straight back. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 to Callahan. Lehman leads from second. The 1-1 pitch. Callahan high chopper foul over by the dugout of the visiting Puff Caps, and it's 1-2. All right, Callahan now steps back into the batter's box. Back foot on the rubber, looks into his catcher Presno for the sign. The 1-2. Strike 3 called. Outside corner, just above the knees. Callahan down on strikes. And I think he just got thrown out of the ball game too. I think he had something to say to the home plate umpire, and he was waved out of the ball game. So we'll have somebody else, I think, at first base. The Crabs, no runs, no hits. There was an error and 1 left, and at the end of 8, it's still the Puff Caps 1 and the Crabs nothing. Listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. All right, middle of the order coming to the bat for the Puff Caps here in the top of the 9th inning as they seek to get an insurance run. They lead 1-0, and they'll send up their cleanup hitter, Jack Presno, Brendan Beck, who started as the DH. He's still in that capacity, but he's now on the mound, and Drew Williams. Right-hander Anthony Najee Brush rocks into the windup. And the pitch is taken for a called strike inside corner at the belt, 0-1. Presno has doubled in 3 trips. And he's certainly shown us an arm behind the plate. The 0-1 pitch. Tries to check his swing. It's a strike. 0-2. I don't think he went around. I just think it was a called strike 2. Najee Brush gets the sign from Kyler Murphy, and the 0-2 pitch is waved at and missed. Najee Brush's third strikeout since coming on. And that'll bring up Brendan Beck. Beck has been hit by a pitch, flied out and popped out, and he takes a fastball for a called strike 1. So Beck up there trying to do something for his own cause now. The 0-1. Over but low, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 to Beck. Fouled back, strike 2. 1-2. Beck in position to pick up a save for a relief appearance that will be over 3 innings if he closes it out. And pick up a win for the starter, Gabriel Ponce. All right, Najee Brush back on the rubber. And the 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Oh, my goodness. Unlike a lot of relievers, and I think it's because Najee Brush does a lot of starting, when he comes in as a relief pitcher, he uses the full windup. A lot of relievers just go from the stretch exclusively, regardless of whether there are base runners. Here's Drew Williams. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it back, 0-1. Williams 1 for 3 on the evening, left-handed hitter. The 0-1. Breaking ball outside corner, sweet pitch. He took something off of that after throwing fastball,
Nice
fastball.
pitch.
Beautiful change on the outside corner. Najee Brush 1 strike away from striking out the side. Here's the 0-2. He just does it. So Najee Brush comes in and strikes out 5 of the 6 batters he faces, but unfortunately the Crabs still trail by 1 as we head into the bottom of the 9th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. Crabs down to their last 3 outs, trailing 1-0. A team that was just tearing the cover off the ball through last weekend.
Suddenly cold as ice.
Cold as ice. They have been held to 2 hits in the first game. They have been held to 2 hits in this game by the PUF Caps. And Brendan Beck has been outstanding in relief. He has not allowed a hit since coming on.
No, he hasn't.
All right, Alex Aguirre to lead it off. Alex looking for his first base hit of the evening. Right-hander's first pitch is down low with a breaking ball, 1-0. Infield back all the way around. Aguirre does have some speed. The 1-0 pitch. Oh, swings at a pitch that was outside and low.
Chase that one.
Yeah, he did chase. It's 1-1. Right-hander versus right-hander. Brendan Beck comes to the plate 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Fastball away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 to Aguirre. Beck also choosing to work from the windup since he has come on as a reliever. The 2-2. Fouled back. Aguirre stays alive. Jock Bolton, the home plate umpire, puts a new ball in play. All right, 2-2 to Aguirre leading off the Crabs' ninth. The next pitch is swung on and missed on a changeup. He had Aguirre well out in front.
Third strikeout of the night for Aguirre.
And the fourth strikeout. Excuse me, the
Fifth.
sixth strikeout since coming on for Brendan Beck. Here's Blakeman. Kyle has one of the 2 Crabs hits tonight, a single. He's 1 for 3. And he fouls off that slow curveball for strike 1. Oh, and 1 to Blakeman. Beck's 0-1 pitch. High pop-up on the right side in foul territory. It's going to drift out of play. Beck ahead in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes to Blakeman.
Crabs had opportunities in this game, several different occasions. They just couldn't get the big hit to bring anybody in.
Yeah, 5 times. 5 times we've had runners in scoring position and just have not been able to get that clutch base knock. 0-2 to Blakeman. The pitch. High with a fastball, 1-2. The 1-2 offering. Strike 3 called at the knees. So the Crabs down to their final out. It'll be up to Kyler Murphy.
Crabs struck out 15 times last night. Tonight they have struck out 12 times.
Well, they have been stilled. The bats have been stilled. They have been shut down by superior PUF Caps pitching. Murphy 1 for 3 on the evening, and the first pitch is fouled back, strike 1. Oh, and 1 to Kyler Murphy. The pitch. In there for a called strike 2, slow breaking pitch. Beck has just been masterful in terms of mixing his pitches and hitting his spots. Crabs down to their last strike. Beck's 0-2 pitch. Ground ball back to Beck. He's got it. Tossed to first, and that's the ball game. The PUF Caps with a solo run in the 5th inning on a sacrifice bunt win by a score of 1-0. A very tough loss. A very tough loss for Connor Lohr, who goes to 4-1 on the season. fine relief work in the 8th and 9th inning by Anthony Najib Brush, but it was too late. The Crabs just could not do anything offensively. In 18 innings, they have now scored a total of 1 run on 4 base hits. That's just
they are
incredible. Their bats have been still
completely shut down.
Yeah. Well, credit to the Puff Caps. It'll now be up to the Crabs tomorrow to try and end this 3-game losing streak and salvage 1 game of this series with a very talented Puff Caps team. Benjamin, give us the final totals one more time, would you?
For the Capitalists, 1 run, 4 hits, 3 errors. For the Crabs, no runs, 2 hits, 1 error.
Again, the winning pitcher, the starter, Gabriel Ponce. Brendan Beck picks up a save. The loser for the Crabs, Connor Lohr, his record goes to 4-1. So the Crabs have wasted outstanding pitching performances by Jeff Kirsten and now
been
Connor
great,
Lohr.
but it's just that they've just been shut down offensively, and that's really the story of the week.
It is indeed. Well, that'll do it from the ballpark tonight. The Crabs dropped their 3rd consecutive ball game to fall to 33-7 on the season. The Puff Caps go to 29-7. For my broadcasting buddy, the Professor Benjamin Schaefer, I'm Hoke Holcomb, and we're rounding third and heading for home.